I would like to welcome you to In Motion Ministries Goals and Expectations class. We have taught this class to literally hundreds, somewhere in the thousands actually, of short-term mission team members. And we've done this because we find it to be a key element in the preparation for your short-term mission trip. So I would invite you today, as I sit here in my office in Colorado, I invite you to put me on pause if you need to for a minute, maybe go get a cup of coffee and come back prepared to just sit down and basically, let's pretend like we're sitting in your living room and we're going to chat here for a little bit just about some of the preparation, some of the heart things that come into play when it comes to a short-term mission trip. So as we begin, it's interesting as you think about preparation for a short-term mission trip. It's not a small deal. To go on a short-term mission trip. You have done a lot just in making the decision to go. You have made amazing preparations, from childcare to time off work to so many life things that you deal with, not to mention raising of funds and just things like that. So we realize when you take this kind of a step, you want to get the most out of it you possibly can. The short-term mission experience is an incredible one, and it sets the stage for true life change to happen. There are two sides to this life change, though, and this is part of what we want to make you aware of, is you're going to go to another country, and you're going to minister truth and life to people. There are going to be people that maybe are born again through their interaction with you and your team. That's incredible. I mean, there's nothing more miraculous. You're going to bump into people on this mission journey that are going to taste and experience the love of God because of their interaction with you. And it'll be an interaction, it'll be a taste of God's love in a way that maybe they've never had before. So you are going to impact lives. There's no question about it. But the other side to this is your life is going to be impacted. And both sides are equally valuable and important. When you choose to do a short-term mission trip, you are putting yourself in an amazing position to where you're saying, God, here am I. Take me and use me. This 10 days, 2 weeks, 1 week, however long your trip is, this is your time. And when you do that, you're taking yourself out of your daily routine. You're taking yourself out of the pressures of normal life and so forth, and you're saying, you know what, this is your time. You're putting yourself in a very different environment. One of the things to realize, and by the way, if you're watching this, you're very likely already registered for an In Motion Ministries mission trip. Pretty good chance that you already have access to the notes that I'm going to go through today. So if that's the case, you want to follow through the notes, you're certainly welcome to do so. Certainly not a requirement, but by all means, feel free to do so. So expectations. Expectations in life are an interesting thing. We all have them. We all have expectations for our day-to-day life and for life, as the journey goes on, long term. But certainly you have expectations regarding your short-term mission and trip. There's a definition that I want to present to you, and it's very simply this, that an expectation is eager anticipation. It's eyes shining with expectation. It is our hope that you are going into this saying, oh, I want a lot out of this. I'm expecting a lot. I'm expecting God to use me in big ways. I'm expecting to experience and taste culture and foods and meet new people and see God move. Your eyes are shining with expectation. We all have them, as I said earlier, whether they relate to a new climate, a new food, a new culture, new forms of travel. Maybe some of you have never flown before. Experiences with God. And just so much more. There are just amazing array of things that we have expectation about regarding this trip. So what are your expectations? Do you expect God to use you? And if so, how? How do you expect Him to use you? How do you expect to grow? What experiences do you see before you as you embark on this journey, a different journey maybe. Certainly, even if you've been on other mission trips, this is a different one, different team, different location possibly. It's a new experience. What do you anticipate enjoying the most on this mission adventure? And the list could go on and on of questions that could lead us to understanding our expectations. But I'm not so much wanting to dig into those as I want to present an idea to you. I want to present something to you for you to think about. And the reason I want to do this is because it sets the stage for you to do exceptionally well on your mission trip. Now, I want to present a reality to you, and here's the thing. This is a potentially harsh reality. That doesn't mean it's negative, but it's a potentially harsh reality. And so listen to this. Here it is. It's very, very simple. Some of your expectations are realistic, and some of them are not. Now that may not sound profound, but really it is. And if you're aware of the fact that yes, some of my expectations are realistic, but some are not, the thing it does is it opens you up to being surprised. It opens you up to being surprised at what God's going to do and what God wants. It also opens you up to surprises just simply in the culture and in the people you meet. If you're locked in, to these are my expectations, and by golly, my trip is going to meet these expectations. You lock yourself out from experiencing the depth and the amazing array of things that God might have for you. Not to mention what might be for other people. So with this reality in place, this reality that some of my expectations are realistic and some simply are not, there's something that's incredibly helpful with this, and this will be easier for some of you than others. And if you know your personality type, you can pay attention to this and ask for God's grace to help you do what I'm about to present. If this is true, that some of our expectations are realistic and some are not, and if it's true that we want to be used of God and certainly also receive the most out of this trip that we possibly can, then there's a very simple concept that will help us, and it's simply this: flexibility. I'm telling you, flexibility is just huge for all of us. Now listen to these definitions. Flexibility is simply being capable of being bent or flexed, being pliable, or capable of being bent repeatedly without injury or damage. Being flexible on a mission trip is huge. The value to you is just beyond measure. The value to how God can use you is significant. Really cannot emphasize enough the importance of realizing I have expectations. Some of them are realistic and some are not. And if I allow God's grace, God's ability to work in me and allow me to be flexible, then I will be the best minister I can possibly be. And I'll position myself to receive from God and give of what's in me that God would want me to give. It's amazing. This will require you to step outside of your comfort zone at times. There's no question. I have never been on any one mission trip that hasn't required me, in order to be flexible, I've been required to step out of my comfort zone, to open myself up to things, to new ideas, to God using me in crazy new ways. And the truth is, you want to do this because it'll help you, and it'll help everyone around you, your team, and it'll help you minister truth and life to people. I'll give you an example, and then we're going to kind of wind down here a little bit. This is not going to be a long class today. But, I had the opportunity to go to China in 2001. And, it was an interesting experience because it wasn't necessarily something that had been a lifetime dream for me. But the opportunity presented itself and I went. And it was a very interesting trip, very difficult in some ways, because it was a very different culture than I'd ever been in. And we were smuggling Bibles. So, there were activities, there was culture, there was food, there were experiences that were very new to me. And we had left Hong Kong and gone into mainland China, and we had hundreds of Bibles on us that we were smuggling into China. And we found ourselves on a train station platform in mainland China. And our guide got on the train, and as he did, within minutes, as we were waiting for him, he was on the train kind of getting things organized for us, the doors of the train shut and the train left. Our guide's on the train. We're standing on the platform. I'll tell you what, that was a new experience. At that point, I could have broken. I could have been rigid. That was an expectation that I didn't have, of being left on a train platform in China with hundreds of Bibles. I had no idea what to do. But the cool thing is I said to myself, you know what? Be flexible. And rose up inside me. And to this day, I realize it wasn't my strength. It was God's grace in me. Rose up. And the first thought that came out was simply, never done this before. Now, I don't want to take any more time with that story, but I'll tell you, it all worked out okay in the end. And that's true on these trips. If we just rely on God, it all works out in the end. So I really encourage you, consider this thought. Consider this reality. Potentially harsh reality, that you have expectations, and some of them are realistic and some are not. And begin preparing yourself now to enter your mission journey with an attitude of flexibility, knowing that you will be faced with things that are uncomfortable, things that are new, things that are different, and that you're capable, because of God's grace in you, you're capable of being flexible. It's an exciting thing, really. This is not a downer class. This is exciting because you have the opportunity to grow and to have incredible experiences. Now, I'm sure you noticed that the title of this class is Goals and Expectations. And I've spent all of our time on expectations, because to me, this is the key element of this class. This is the thing that sets you up for success, is realizing your expectations, what they are, that they're realistic and not, and that you can be flexible. That's huge. But goals are important. We advocate what are called SMART goals, and I'm just going to go through the SMART goal process real quickly, and then if you have the class notes, if you don't, we'll provide them to you. Just contact us, or if you don't know how to get a hold of them, we'll be happy to get them in your hands. But there's a whole backside to this class that notes regarding how to do goal setting and so forth. But very simply, SMART goals are simply this. They're specific and significant. That's the S. The M in SMART is measurable and meaningful. The A in SMART is attainable and action-oriented. The R in SMART is relevant and rewarding. The T is time-bound and traceable. If you follow these key elements, you'll be able to set goals that you can actually attain. Goals that will be significant and meaningful in your life. Goals that will truly make a difference. I think it's important when you venture into something of significance, like a mission trip. You may only do this one trip in your life. Maybe you've already done a bunch and you'll do a bunch more. Wherever you fall in that, it's a significant event in your life. So take into account the concept of expectations. Consider, what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? Set some goals. Be strategic about it. And I'm telling you, you're going to have an amazing experience. So it's our goal at InMotion Ministries that you be set up for success. So that's why we provide you with this class. It's why we provide you with certified team leaders who have done extensive training in regard to short-term mission team leadership. And they'll be with you on your trip to provide you with an incredible experience. Yeah, they'll handle the day-to-day logistics of housing and transportation and just all that fun stuff. But they're there to provide you with an experience that will be life-giving for you and for those around you. So God bless you. Thank you for taking a few minutes to join me in this class today and to watch this video. And we look forward to joining you on the mission field. God bless.